What's going on, everybody? Z here. Welcome back to some more StarRupture. Today, we have got some things to build. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna set up some. Mines here on this Wolfram, and then we're gonna basically do the same thing we did over here. That's gonna be like, we're gonna do that. That's gonna be a fast thing. But then we're gonna start setting up, I guess, like the beginnings of our actual factory, so where we can start mass producing some materials and things like that. So, yeah. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful day. I'm having a fantastic day. Happy release. Also, I did pick up, they have a supporters pack thing in the Steam page. It's like $3 or $4 if you guys are interested. It's in there. But what does it come with? Well, I think it came with some intermediate building material. I think it came with quartz, this supporter introductory data, a supporter shield giver LEM, a lesser shield giver LEM, a lesser life giver LEM, and a lesser endurance giver LEM. I think it also gave us this survival package. A little bonus for our favorite employees: eat to gain effects, heal 50, gain 50 hydration, 40 calories, reduce 30 toxicity, double stamina regeneration for 60. That's insane. That's like an insane thing. So yeah, let's go put these on. Let's get some more building material. We're gonna go ahead, throw some things on here, get this stuff going, and then like I said, we gotta get the we gotta get actually making a factory here, because right now we're making a whole bunch of little things. It needs to start all coming together so that we can get we can expand for the future. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're back in our place. Let's look at these LEMs first here. Now, if I go into here, can we take these off? Okay, so before, I don't think you could take those off before. So this is our combat. Supporter shield giver. You're the best investment. Better to be safe. Increase max shield by 50. Increase max shield by 20. Wait, can I put this on here? Ooh, man, that's that's a nice one. Life giver LEM increases max health by 25. Lesser increases by 15. Increases max stamina by 30. Oh, did I just get this? Well, guess what? Lesser endurance, max stamina by 30. Let's go. And then swap speed, life giver. Okay, so we don't need those ones. And then this guy, supporter introductory data. Data storage with basic survival instructions used in the analyzing station. This gives us 2,000 research. That's pretty cool. We got some quartz here. We got some of this stuff. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually not utilize any of the other stuff for now. I'm going to go ahead and just set all of these in here so that we know, like, this is the supporter stuff that we got. I think we got this. I'll use this, okay? But I'm not going to utilize the introductory data quite yet unless we absolutely need it, and it's like super handy because, I want to see like what the progression would be like if we didn't have that. I am absolutely going to use the shield though. Like, of course, I'm going to use that. So, and I'm going to throw these in there as well. Okay. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Is this? Yeah, let's throw that in there. Meteor heart, we're gonna need some of that. And then let's go grab some other stuff here. Yeah, let's go grab the stuff. Let's make some basic building material blocks. And then we're gonna get, like I said, the Wolfram going. Get all the Wolfram stuff. And then we're gonna actually set up, like, some factory stuff. It's gonna be great. So let's go ahead and make these, basically all that we can. We have a lot of building material. Sweet. Let's go do this. Let's go get ourselves a thing built over there. And then, like I said, we're going to do like tier 1 initial crafting stuff right in between all of these, all three of these. Oh, my stomach is, I am hungry. Okay, so here's our Wolfram spot. You know what? I'm actually going to go stand in the middle here. We're going to build this. And you know what? I think we're going to do something. We're going to do a little bit of a time lapse because I don't think we've done one of those. And if it doesn't work, then we'll edit this out. So yeah, I think this will work. Let's go ahead. Let's select ourselves our core. We'll go down, put this in, and let's go ahead. Let's get rocking and rolling with this, shall we? Well, guess what? Rupture activity detected. We're gonna have to go hide. Oh, there's a rupture. I was wondering. I was like, why did my drone stop working? That's because the planet's about to get engulfed in flames. How exciting! Luckily, I have a thing right here, right? Yes. Okay, good. I never did fill this all in, making it nice and easy to walk around and stuff. So that's fine. It is what it is. But that's okay. We'll build as soon as we're done. Let me in here. And then, oh, you know what? Actually, let's throw in some view things here because you can't miss the view. All right. Even though we're blocked by solar panels, you guys should get like a burst of energy right now. All right, there it goes. Oh, it looks so cool. Like the Warning, the planet is being incinerated. That's so cool. Every time. Every time. It's good. All right, so once this cools down, we'll go over there, and then we will actually get building. All right, it's time to go outside. Your buildings have overheated. Wait for them to cool down. This is such a cool thing that it just like, it like acts like it's cool. It's cool. It acts like it's cooling. I love that. It's like actually like trying to, you know, disperse heat and stuff like that. It looks neat. All right, let's get this thing built over here. Hopefully it'll lighten up a little bit so we can actually kind of see what we're doing here. Okay, so now that we're over here, let's go ahead and let's try this again. Well, you know what? I'm going to wait for it to lighten up a little bit, because if it's dark like this, nobody's going to enjoy that. Oh, we just unlocked level 4 of the Griffith Foundation, which means I believe we can build the weapon bench, the weapon research bench, and I think that means we can actually get the rifle now. So we'll have to go check that out too. But we got some building to do first, and then we'll get into all that. Oh, that's going to make exploring so much better too. All right, so we are on the cusp of like the change from like the, you know, dark and dreary to like the daytime. So this will be a fantastic time to start our now time lapse. So let's go ahead, let's get on into it. Starting with the base core. Alrighty, well there we have it. There's our little factory. It's done. All the ingots are being made. So the reason we have 10 of the smelters here is because these are all normal nodes. They're not impure. Also, I see there's a visual glitch. If you get so far away, it looks like titanium, but then you get close, it turns to Wolfram. Do you see that? See, it looks like it still looks like, there it goes. But yes, so we actually have 10 smelters because each of these are capable, I believe. They're each going to be making double the output because it's 4 every 2 seconds. So that means you can do 120 per minute instead of just 60. So each one of these is running to their own smelters. Let's go ahead. We got to set these all up to Wolfram bars. And we're going to get a boatload of Wolfram bars. Now, from here, this is where we can actually start combining the things, making all of the different machines that we want. All of the different items that we're going to need. And this is going to be like the first part of our actual factory, I guess. I'm so excited to build this part. This is going to be exciting. Okay, so there's all that. And then in here, we'll go ahead and put Wolfram bar. So that way we can grab everything we need from these. Okay, so that's all being crafted. Now, let's go find ourselves a spot. So like, I like to build like right here in the middle of all these, just to at least like this you know, first tier of stuff. So let's kind of go over here. I'm gonna stand. Okay, let me just see what we got here. So if I go into our build mode and we go to a core right here and we go in this. Okay, so I can't build right here. I can build out here though. All right, so that actually works out perfectly. Wow, like just barely right here. Okay. All right, so let's do this right here. Okay, we'll do that. So that's gonna do that. Now, this is where we need to go ahead and just start putting a boatload of foundations in and getting a giant parking lot. I keep saying that. I keep using that term, but that's absolutely what we're gonna be doing here. I literally just need as much as I can. I'm gonna try to go as low on this hill as I can. So like right here. All right, let's do this. Let's see how far we can take this out. The problem is that if we get too high, we're gonna lose like the stability. So like right here, it's not connected with the ground, but we can fix that. Okay, so we have learned, hold on, let me go ahead, let me get out of here. Let's hop on here. We learned last time with our, is that the same level? I think it, is it? Hold on. I don't know if this is the same level or not. Is this the same level? No, it's one lower. Do we raise it up by one so it's the same level as that one? Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do indeed. I gotta say, deconstructing is a lot slower than constructing. Oh, luckily you can just kind of sit here with your drone and just hold it. Okay. So let's build ourselves our supporter platform here. Okay, so it's not connected with the ground, but if we go over like right here, it is. Okay. Still not connected with the ground, huh? All right, let's try this. Let's just use our platform. How far out can we go? So we can go out about that far. All right. I'm kind of trying to figure out where we need to put our pillars at here. So for this level, we know we need to put our pillars probably, was it right here? Yes, okay. So let's go ahead and lock our Z level. And let's put a whole bunch of these pillars in. This way. And we're going to keep going this way because eventually we're going to be building over here too. And we're going to need pillars on all of this. Okay, so let's do that. And then we get rid of the Z lock here. And let's just put these on top of here. Now what this should do is it should give us the ability to build on this. Okay, so there's that. Now if we go back into our build mode, we have a platform. We should be able to go like that. Now we should only have to do this. Building's underwater. What? Interesting. We should only have to do this on areas that we don't have supports. So like, for example, this should, yeah, this starts getting supported again. So we should be okay here. I'm kind of boxing myself in here. Hold on. Let's get out of here. Okay, there we go. And let's get back into here. Okay, and I want to go that way too. Basically, I want to fill this whole area in right here. We're gonna just do a giant rectangle from like right here, I think. We'll see how much we can do here. This shouldn't be too bad. You know, once you kind of figure out how the pillars work, they're not actually too bad. Okay, so there's all of those. Now we should be able to go ahead and throw that right there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Look at that. We've got a nice little parking lot coming along very nicely. So, like I said, I want to basically expand it. You know, I just realized is, you know what? Actually, let's not go too much further that way. Nah, we should be fine because the base cores, I was trying to think of like the heat dispersion and the cores and stuff like that. Well, we're going to go this way. It's just too big of an open area to not utilize. So I'm putting these in a grid pattern here. I'm putting them like two blocks this way and 1 block this way. You probably do it 2 by 2. I'm sure there's actually like a, you know, a perfect distance, but I'm just kind of putting these in a grid pattern like this for now. And then we should be able to just build the rest of this on top of these without having any issues. Okay, so there's my pillars. Don't worry about this one. Okay, this one. This actually looks kind of cool like this too. Also, I guess it would allow us to run underneath the base too instead of having this like wall right here. That's probably the way to do that. Anyways, live and learn, right? Absolutely. Okay, so let's do this, and we should have no problem expanding like this now. Oh, we are almost there. Look at, we got this little bit right here, this corner, and then we've got our parking lot. We've got a big area to work with. We can put all of the machines. I keep hitting escape. We can start putting all the machines that we want down in here. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's a good little spot. I like it. Okay, the parking lot is built. It's done. We've got it. It's huge. I love it. Okay, so now we need to bring in the items that we can craft with this. So let's actually run back over to our base over here, and let's look at all of the different items that we're going to be able to craft with Wolfram ingots. Some of those, actually, you know what? I don't need to run over there. We'll just do it over here. Let me grab a, let's see. Let's grab a fabricator. I'm going to set it over here so I don't mess up my foundation here. Okay, so we've got, let's see. We've got Wolfram wire. We've got Wolfram plates. And I'm only wanting to make the stuff that's going to require raw Wolfram bars. Everything after that is going to be like a, you know, a secondary thing. So like those two. And I think that's it. I think it's literally Wolfram wire and Wolfram plates. And then for titanium, I think we got titanium rods, titanium sheet, titanium beam. So we have 3 items there and we only have 2 items here. So I want to go ahead and focus on making a bunch of Wolfram wire and a bunch of Wolfram plate making stuff. And then the same thing with these 3. So how many do we make? Because with the system that with the pull system that this game has, it's kind of like we're not going to be running everything like full-time optimally. To me it's kind of more bursty. It's going to be running full-time like maybe later on, but for now, let's see. So we have a total of 3 items that need to be made on iron or titanium, and then we have 2 items that need to be made with Wolfram. You know what's funny is that we have a whole lot more Wolfram here than we do titanium, but we have more titanium products. Well, I guess, you know what? There's another titanium thing over there, so we could always bring those over here as well and kind of feed them in. I say we go crazy. I say we build like, let's make 5 of each machine to start with. I would say crazy would be 10, but I think 5. Let's start with 5, and we'll go that way. So like 5 fabricators. Yeah, we'll see how this works. Okay, so let me see here. Now we're gonna need a little room to do like, you know, the moving the things in and out of here. So let's do this. Let's put our first one. So we'll do that one there. So 1, 2. Ooh, it's a little laggy here. 3. That's 4. And that's 5. Okay. Is that enough? Should we do an let's do an even 6. Let's do 6. Okay. So we'll do 6 of each machine. So let's say that one. Let's say that one is going to be our I don't even know which one that would be. Would that be our first Wolfram thing? Maybe. I guess. I mean, we only have two Wolfram things to make. Also, how much room do we need in between for our rail system here? So, we're obviously going to need a rail to connect to each one. But then we also need rails to move stuff around behind it. So we might need 2. Let's say we want 2 on each side. 2 on each side for moving things around. So then we would have 2 on the output. And then let's leave let's leave one space for just whatever it is. I don't know. So just one random space, and then we'll put 2 more. And then we will put our next smelter or fabricator line. Like that. That should give us some room to do stuff. You know what? We might actually do this with iron because there's like room right here for 3. Oh, yeah, we're running out of power. That's fine. Not even worried about that. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and throw in the rest of these. So we're going to be running 6 machines. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that with the, that'll be our titanium stuff for now. And then we need to do the same thing with Wolfram. So there's those. Actually, you know what? Do we have enough room to just leave a space and then go ahead and do Wolfram? Not enough resources. We're out of building material. Awesome. That's a fantastic thing to have. Also, I didn't even realize, what is our overheat level right now? So let's see. If we go into here, we're still way good. Okay, overheat is pretty low there, pretty low there, pretty low. Yeah, we're good. Okay, sweet. Let's go get some more building materials. I'm so excited to see this thing like actually fire up. This is gonna be so good. You know, we should have. Oh, we do. I was gonna say we should have some things here. Okay, so there's our equipment upgrade station, which we'll look at that here shortly. But we're trying to build a factory here. We're trying to get things going. I ain't got time for that right now. So we need more building material. So there's those, which, I mean, I guess that'll probably be enough for now. Not a lot, but I mean, there's some there. Okay. I'm so excited to get this thing rolling. We're gonna need so much power over here, but like, it's actually a factory looking now. So yeah, we're gonna run 6 of each item. We need to get 2 more rows put up for the Wolfram stuff, I guess. Which I feel like we have so much Wolfram that we're just not going to utilize right now. But you know what? Later on, I have no idea what to expect. So this will work for us for now. And this should get us the stuff going that we need. All right. So more fabricators. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So we're going to go with... let's go ahead and leave a nice big space in between them. And then let's just put another 6 of them in here. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, I have noticed that it does get a little laggy whenever you are building on platforms that are already there. So when I build that, it lags a little bit. But once I get over away from these, so it kind of stutters right there for a second. But then like I start building these ones, and it's like nothing. It's because I think it's like replacing the ones that are already there, like, you know, all the things associated with it. So probably like verifying structural integrities and stuff. But yeah. Other than that, it's running pretty good. Oh, wait, hold on. I only need... Well, you know what? Let's just throw these in here. They might not get utilized for anything, but... Oh, actually, no. There's no reason to have these. Wait a second. Actually, no, there will be. There will be a reason, because eventually we are going to be able to utilize these to make other things. So, yeah, we'll leave that line there. Because we are going to need it for something. Yeah, okay, that'll work. So, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna put all of my. We're gonna put all these poles in here, and then we'll go through, select everything. We're gonna run all of the belts for everything, or all the rails. Now, another thing I am aware, and I'm trying to we'll figure it out, is obviously one rail line isn't gonna be able to keep up with these. Maybe at tier 2 it will, but for now we're just gonna run a single line to all of them, because like I said, once they fill up initially, it's the initial, that initial demand that's going to be a problem. After that, maintaining them, that's not so much of an issue. So I want to, we're just going to run one line for now. And then we'll, later on, as the game progresses and as we get more familiar with these things, we'll be able to adjust it. So let me grab, I need these. And I need a lot of them. So let's go ahead and put those there. And we're going to put 2 on each side. I don't know why, but I want to have 2 in case we need to bypass or something. Am I seriously out of resources again? I think I am. I'm out of building blocks once again. It's going in nicely though, and then we're gonna throw some storages. Obviously, we'll throw a like a storage for each item type that we're gonna make here. I'm gonna get a lot more resources. Let's see. You guys already have bars. Actually, do you have a inventory full of? Oh, you do. Let's just grab some of this, and then we'll make ourselves a little crafting station thing over here. Oh, you know what though? I don't have any building material to do that. Hold on a second. Do I have the stuff to build a... No, I don't. Darn it. All right, let's go back over here and let's go get some more building material. I need to get a lot more this time though. It's time. It is time for another rupture, which is fine. Let me just go and grab some materials here. We'll make some more building material, and then we'll wait for this to finish off. It sounds so ominous, and I just love it. All right. Okay, so we're gonna hang out. I'm probably gonna grab another stack, like another 3,000 before we go back, and then we'll get this all going. It'll be fine. Oh, we're at 95% on that one, and that one too. Oh, we're so close. They'll probably be. I don't know if they'll finish before. Nah, I doubt they're gonna finish before the rupture. It'll be afterwards. Okay. Let's await our rupture. All right, so we're back. I've got materials. We just finished our other 2 contracts. I'm gonna go throw these on here. I want to get things actually crafting. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let me just finish these. We got to do this. We got to get this done. I want to get it together, and I want to see all of the machines come to life and start building all of our amazing things. Let's go ahead and Z-lock that. Okay, so all of our poles are. Oh my gosh, this looks awesome. I love it. So all of these are in. The next thing I want to throw in is storage depots, because we're gonna need to store all of our outputs here. I'm gonna actually switch this to a 3, so that way it is centered with these right here, like that, and then I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and throw another one on here like this. Oh, nope, not gonna do that, because that is gonna not allow us to build rails through here, and we need to be able to build rails through here, so that is definitely not gonna happen. Let's see, let's get that in there. Okay, so that looks good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and set these up. So we've got our 3 items. So we've got rods, beams, and sheets. So I'm going to set all these up. I should have probably copied it once I figured out which one I was building here. But you know what? Live and learn. What the heck is going on there? I feel like we should deal with that. Let's get rid of that. Wait, what? What the heck is this? How is there a platform still here? What? You know, I wonder if that is what's causing our lag. So, okay, I'm gonna do something for now. I'm gonna put a fabricator here. Building not stable. Huh. That's interesting, because there's specifically a thing right there. Okay, hold on. What if we go through here? And we do this. And then we get our fabricator. Building not stable? What? How is that not stable there? That's interesting. Okay. That's really interesting. I actually don't know why it's doing that. It's good everywhere else, but it's not good here. You know what? I think a relog might help. Okay, let's see what we got here. Can we get rid of this piece now? Oh, it's gone now. Okay, so if I go back into here, let me see. There we go. Okay, it's in now. And that piece isn't freaking out. Okay. It was acting all kinds of weird. All right, so let's get our titanium sheets. And yeah, let's get this stuff going. Okay, so I think we've got... These are all hooked up. So that looks good. This is going to do titanium sheets. This one is going to do beams. And then this one's going to do titanium rods. Okay. Oh, beautiful new day. You gotta love it. All right, let's get the titanium going. I just want to get some, I want to get some factory stuff happening here. So I'm going to stand over here. And we're going to go into the, let's get our rails. And let's get these hooked up. Okay, so we're going to go all of these. And then we need to connect those up this way as well. And so we have 3 lines of titanium stuff. We're just going to bring these 3 lines over here. And call it good. So let's see. Let's do 1 there. All right, so there's the titanium for that one. And then we go, you know what? Let's do this. We're going to line these all up. 1 there. And then we'll do 1 from here to here. Awesome. Okay, so there's those. Obviously, we still need power. Like, that's a thing. Okay, so all of our iron or titanium is hooked up. It's ready to go. We just got to get power on this thing, and we're going to need a lot of it. So I'm going to go throw power like on this hillside over here because it's kind of weird. And I feel like we don't necessarily need the power to be like perfectly level and flat and everything. So we could use this hill and kind of like have different. Well, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, we kind of actually do need... because they do all have to be connected. Okay, let me do this. Let's just go over here. We'll just build it up on this hillside right here. So let's see. Build. How much stuff do we have? We have 4,000 left. Good. All right, so we'll build it up on here. We'll just build a bunch of... I should have locked the Z-axis, darn it. Okay. We're going to build as many in this area as we can. Okay, is that enough? That might be enough. Let me see. Let me get some of these. Actually, no. Let's use these ones. Let's fill this in a little bit here. We'll run that like that, and then let's grab our walkway. It's colliding with something. It's probably colliding with the ground. Okay, here to here. Ta-da! Is that enough power? Not even close. just darn it. Then we need more. Like, I don't know what I was expecting. I guess we just keep adding them until things turn green, right? Things turned green! I was going to keep adding more, though. Okay. There it is. And you know what that means? That means that our titanium should be flowing. Oh, it is. I can see it. It is on the way. Here it is. Here goes the titanium. Doo, 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 doo. There it goes. Oh, it looks so slow, but it's great and fantastic. Now, yes, it's going to slow down. It's going to take a while to fill up all these machines. But like I said, once these are all full and they all have, like, you know, their inventory is filled, they're not going to require a constant flow of materials unless we're constantly pulling and making all the stuff, which we're probably not going to, in all honesty, but we have officially got lots of factory stuff going. This is good. Now we need to do the exact same thing with this Wolfram stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. So the only thing I didn't get hooked up, we didn't get the storages down here. Well, obviously, and then like everything else that I still need to hook up here. But we need to get these storages in here. So we'll put 1 there and 1 there. That should work. And then let's go ahead and get these filled in so it doesn't look so terrible. Okay, so there's those. That looks good. Oh, let's see. Okay. Oh, here, you know what? We didn't do this side. Oh, wait, I need to be using... Yeah, are we using supported platforms? I prefer to use supported platforms anytime I can because then you don't have to worry about issues with support. Imagine that. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Sweet. Now, let me go ahead. Let's get the rails. We'll get all these things hooked up. It is time for the Wolfram. Now, we have way more Wolfram here than, like, we're even going to be using. But, I mean, it is what it is, so. I'm sure in the future we're going to need more, so we'll utilize it then. Okay, so these are all hooked up now. So, something, again, about this whole, like, rail system and stuff that I'm still like trying to figure out and like trying to wrap my head around, because obviously belts are pretty self-explanatory, they're pretty easy. When it comes to multi-materials on one belt, normally that is something that you're like, okay, I'm not going to do that because I would need a filter, or I need some way to pull that item off, or it's going to clog the system or something like that. So, for example, having rods and Wolfram wire running down the same line normally would be kind of a problem, because if your Wolfram wire backs up, well, then it's going to back up everything. However, since everything is requested, they don't request things that they don't need. So ideally, and we're going to try this, if it doesn't work, we'll redo some things. But in my mind, ideally how that works is if it sends, you know, 10 Wolfram wire and 10 iron rods, those are all going to go into here, and they're not going to be sitting on the line waiting. So that shouldn't be an issue. However, if we deconstruct, reconstruct, do anything with lines, stuff like that, like obviously things are going to get stuck on the rail line. But it shouldn't be an issue. It should just be a throughput issue. We shouldn't have to worry about what resources are on what lines. We shouldn't have to worry about filters and stuff like that. We should be able to run multiple resources down the same line, because again, they know where they're going, and they're only going to go to their destination. They're not going to stop on the road, essentially. It's like, this is kind of like a highway, and every car knows where it's going, and they're not going to stop on the highway unless there's an issue. You know what I mean? So I think that's how it's working, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, let's get these going. So we need wire and plates. Let me go ahead and just set all of these to do this. I thought there was like a copy paste function for recipes, but I've played so many automation games that I'm probably mistaken here. Okay, so there's all of those. Now we need to get outputs of these. So I have 5 outputs of these things, and we really only we're only really using 2. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from the 2 furthest ones, bring those all the way down here and utilize them here, and then these ones, I don't actually know. You know what? No, let's just use the closest ones for now. Let's just get it hooked up. We'll use this one. Right there, because it's literally right here. Let's just use it. You know what I mean? And then we'll do this one. Let's do it like this. And then we'll go to there, and then that should be there. Okay. All right, there it is. We've done it. Let's go ahead and get the storage requesting the right item. Whew. Saving lag. Wolfram wire. And this one should be plates. All right, we've done it. Now, like I said, when it comes to putting these secondary ones, the things that are going to be requiring multiple items, ideally, what we should be able to do is we should be able to run all of these out on one line. We should be able to run the outputs of these storages out like to one area, the storages of those out to one area, mix them, and then have those go to the next set of machines, and so on and so forth. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But there we go. We've got this going. It looks fantastic. It looks amazing. I love it. Let's see here. I really wish we could I wish we could do, so you can get rid of your UI by pressing F1. I wish we could do that while in drone mode, because this would make for a really good, like, cinematic screenshot camera kind of stuff. But we've done it. We've got automation going. It feels good. It looks good. Leave a comment. Let me know what do you think down below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.